confidence. Let him into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Back to throw, Smith. Short throw to Disley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The time now for a look at the Lions draft class, CD. And they may have gotten some questions about where they pick guys, but really make no mistake, this class continues to help bolster that new identity in Detroit.
They are all fits for what they're building there in the Motor City. I think they drafted a lot of starters in this class. How about on offense? Running back Jahmyr Gibbs and tight end Sam Laporta, day 1 starters. On the other side of the ball, linebacker Jack Campbell and Brian Branch, a safety or nickelback. I think they're day 1 starters as well. And I do love the pick of Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round as a developing quarterback.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. From the red zone now, Smith. He completes this to Walker. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air again, Smith. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Ball start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Smith now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Geno on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver. of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Gino is going to get this complete to Walker. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Again, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Walker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Smith on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris, and he brings it back. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed. Offensively, they have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. From the 50, it's Smith. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again is Smith. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Well, thanks to their punter, this defense has been set up in a really nice spot with the offense pinned back against their own end zone.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing now is Gino.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one doesn't find its target. He's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Out of the gun, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away.
After the interception, here's Goff.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're in the hurry up. On 1st and 10, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Goff.
Open man, that's Henry.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore.